You studied opera, right?
Well, I studied Pavarotti. I just don't know what he said. But I still cry when I hear Nostradame. Right. And it makes you want to kick some ass. Y'all know what that song is? Google it if you don't. Listen to it on the way home. You will cry and you will get pissed.
Whatever he says and whatever influenced you to want to do that. Your dad clearly influenced you, but I've heard you talk about the music that influenced you and brought you to the table. And, you know, you started late in the game, and usually at 28, 33 when you decide to get started, most people are already done or finished.
Sure.
Starting late and watching your dad, because you were always on stage.
I was. That's what I took for granted, was the opportunity to be on stage and to be in front of people and to learn what was going on. So, unfortunately, I'm good at busyness and horrible at business. So if anyone out here is a really good manager, contact me on Messenger. We'll start with 13%, and if you're really awesome, we'll move it to 18. Okay.
Yeah, you do that album with Dean Dillon. Of course, he's written every George Strait hit forever. And that one was lined up for a bunch of hits, and I knew you had that producer, you had all these great songs, and then COVID.
Yeah, that's the story of my life, man. So we had it all lined up, and it was going to work this time. And then the damn Chinese, man. Killed it. Chinese killed my record, man. Couldn't believe it.
You said you have a bunch of those albums out in your garage if anybody wants one.
That's
Sundance,
right, man.
Sundance.
And they're still wrapped. So my wife thought it was really going to blow up, so we bought I don't know, about 8,000 albums. So if anyone needs something to fill space, I've got a whole shop full of records.
Did you know who Dean Dillon was when you went to meet him, or had you not done your homework on that one yet?
I hadn't really. I had a flip phone until until my wife got a plan where she was like, hey, they gave me this other phone. And so I wasn't into the internet or any of that stuff, and I didn't realize what was going on.
36 number one hits for George Strait.
Well, I Googled him when I was at his house. I had met him before, but I didn't understand the magnitude, and then they flew me into Gunnison to go stay at Dean Dillon's house to write with him and Bubba Strait. And so we pull up in Dean's yard, and he directs me to the guest house. He goes, you can stay here. Go ahead and put your things in. I'm going to walk over to the house here, and I'll be back. And so I walk in the door, and it's wall-to-wall number one albums. And I set my guitar down, and I was like, whoa. And so I called Misty, and I'm like, you're not going to believe this. She goes, yes, I know who this guy is. She goes, so just act normal. And and to top things off, I had never co-written with anyone. I had written every song on my own. So the first person in my whole life that I would sit down and co-write with would be Dean Dillon. And so I gave him my best 100 songs. And on the last one, he goes, that's a great song, Sundance. You should say that for your own record. We did eventually end up writing some great music and stuff, and I met Bubba Strait, and he's a phenomenal songwriter as well. And so that was it, man. And then I went to they welcomed me with open arms into Nashville, and I got into the camp with Jamie Johnson and Dean Dillon and Buddy Cannon, and just a bunch of wonderful musicians that have really made strides in country music. And so here I was, 40 years old, getting my first break in Nashville. We played the Opry half a dozen times. We got lost in the Ryman. It was like...
How do you get lost in the Ryman?
Oh, it's easy,
Did
man.
you go to the basement?
I did. We went to the basement. We went to the top. John Conley was sitting in there. We opened the door. He's like, hello. I said, hello, Mr. Conley. I said, we're supposed to go in like 3 minutes. Where's the stage? He's like, well, by golly, it's down there. You know, he directed us, and we made it. But we did get lost in the Ryman. That was awesome. And so we had a lot of fun, man. And then we did release the record Stained Glass and Neon, which is a phenomenal album if you've heard it. And that was... we did the national radio tour where you have to go and play for the...
You loved that, didn't you?
...program directors at lunchtime when they want to eat. And they're like, hey, we're going to go sit in the lobby, and these guys are going to come in and play 3 songs that we absolutely do not want to hear. So we did that for a whole entire summer, and we finally started getting some airplay, and we're on the chart, and we got tours lined out. This is going to work. It's going to be awesome. And then they shut the world down. So we're starting over again. That's why the album's called Starting Again. And that's right. And, you know, I don't know what else to do other than play music, so either we're going to play music and make some money at it and build a friendship with a lot of fans and build a family on the road, or I'm going to play music, not make any money, and build a friendship and a lot of fans on the road. So, I mean, I don't know anything else to do, you know. I mean, I did male modeling for a while. I was...
How'd that work out?
I did, man. I had a contract with DXL. I don't know if you remember that or not, but I was the face of DXL. Then they changed the name to Big and Tall. And I said, hey, guys, we're going to have to check this out. We're going to have to reword this. It has to be big or tall. I'm the guy. Yeah, I'm the guy, man.
I told y'all he was funny. Sundance Head live here at Schoepf's, live on Coke TV.
Thank you.
Do us another song.
Yeah, man, okay.
My face is hurting right now.
Yeah. So in the beginning, when COVID all hit, they said it was going to be 2 weeks. So I thought, well, that's cool. I'll do what I've been doing. I'll just drink beer every day and go fishing, sleep till noon, and go hunting when steer season rolls around. So I thought it was going to be great. And then it turned out to be like 4 years or whatever it was. And at some point, my wife pulled me aside, and she's like, hey, Sundance, I got to tell you, man, you got to start drinking with moderation. And I looked her square in the eye and I said, you know what? I don't even know who that is. And that irritated her. So I wrote a song about it. It's called Moderation. It's on the new record. So. People say drink with moderation, but I don't know how. So I just sit here all alone, drinking till they say it's time to go home. But nobody's waiting there for me. I don't know how much more lonely I can be since you've been gone. Since you've been gone. People say, why do you sleep late in the mornings? 'Cause I don't wanna get out of bed. I just lay there all alone, with your memories filling my head. The aspirin don't work, my heartache still hurts. I can't even remember what I said. Why don't you come home? Why don't you come home? 'Cause I cry when you don't call me back. And I cry when you don't love me back. I'm a fool and I knew it. Man, I hate that I blew it. Can you try to forgive me? Please tell me you do it. I'm a fool and I knew it. Man, I hate that I blew it. Can you try to forgive me? Please tell me you do it. 'Cause I cry when you don't call me back. And I die when you don't love me back. I'm a fool and I knew it. Man, I hate that I blew it. Can you try to forgive me? Please tell me you do it. I'm a fool and I knew it. Man, I hate that I blew it. Can you try to forgive me? Please tell me you do it. I'm a fool and I knew it. Oh, I'm a fool and I knew it. I'm a fool and I knew it. Oh, I'm a fool and I knew it. Whoa, whoa, yeah. People say drink with moderation, but I don't know her. So I just sit here all alone, drinking till they say it's time to go home. Nobody's waiting there for me. I don't know how much more lonely I can be since you've been gone. Since you've been gone. Since you've been gone. Whoa, whoa. Since you've been gone.